Good morning, everyone. This is Sibbe Bladh. It's funny when you see all the New Agers and hippies looking to be positive. Like positivity was a solution or the way to something greater. The only thing that this quest for positivity shows are that they lack positivity. Because if they had positivity, they wouldn't have to try to create positivity, right? And see positivity as the highest solution for every problem. And since they are not positive, genuinely positive, they go around with fake smiles, playing theater, thinking that this somehow will serve their true enlightenment, their true divine energy. This fake smiling and fake positivity, it won't change anything. Actually, the opposite, it's tragic. It will keep them back for a long time before they find the real current, the real stream of love inside. Because it's love we're looking for, spiritual love, deep connection, and it cannot be brought about by either positivity nor negativity. Both those polarities, they are in the outer circle. You are going for the middle of the circle. You are looking for the realistic, raw soul. And this soul, it lives spontaneously. It goes together with life, hand in hand. In life, we get many chances to show solidarity and to be good and to make people happy and to connect with people. And these people who need fake positivity, obviously they haven't done that. They have missed the chances to feel positive energy because they have ignored people and they have been selfish and possessed by their own ego. And now they want to substitute that with the replacement. They try to replace that and fill that void within themselves. And this is of course an extra layer of illusion they put on themselves. It's an extra veil over their consciousness that dim the true light. But eventually life will teach them anyway. You can lie to yourself to a certain degree, but then the bubble bursts and reality take over. And we don't need to live in a fantasy world to know the meaning of life or know the divine. That's wrong. People have made that up in order to make money out of you, out of your ignorance and your lack of true spiritual love. Because they know you long for that. They know you need that. You know, like the fish need water like the plants need air. You need divine love and connection, and you always long for that. And they know that. But they are cynical and ruthless. So they put you on a line and pump money from you. You're an economical wheel. You're an economical machine which they harvest and milk. True authentic spirituality, it comes from the place where you are born, in the people you are born, because reincarnation works that way. Reincarnation put you in places where you are supposed to be, that are correlating to your level of spiritual power and knowledge and awareness. So you are supposed to be in the natural habitat where you are born. But since globalism came, we start traveling the globe. And because the Western world lack a spiritual foundation nowadays, they are very lost and confused, and they have to go to other cultures to learn who they themselves are. But in this circle they always return to point A. And realize that they belong at home, and that their true spiritual foundation is there, where they originate from, where their roots are. And if you are in the diaspora, not living where you come from, then your home is in your soul, and your connection with that roots and that tradition, and that pride of belonging to this lineage of souls. Then wherever you lay your hat is your home, you know. Home is always with you if you are a wanderer. And the true spiritual teachings that are for you can be found along the way where you step, because you are connected to destiny, and destiny synchronizes energies and physical material on earth to coincide. So occurrences will appear along the path, tests, realizations, situations. You cannot break that natural, spontaneous life teaching by becoming a blind seeker or a follower that go and listen to anybody who wants to make cash out of them. You need to take your steps, and they are completely individual. You must find the mysterious miracles along your own path, where your foot take you, according to your karma and destiny. Going astray is a part of the process. Finding your way home is also part of the process. And in that aspect, we cannot directly say what's wrong or right for us. So we must try. But when we see that there is a too strict set of behavior that is demanded from you, you know it's not the right path. It's not your path. It's not your individual, special path. You will find your love and your spiritual energy in unexpected places. It can be in the humblest moment that things come. I had one of my greatest spiritual realizations on a bus, traveling on a bus, listening to music in the earphones. And suddenly it's like a rain of love inside. Very strong spiritual love. That was transforming me. And it hung around for 3 days. And those 3 days it changed so much for me as a young man. I was traveling north to take my driver license. And unexpectedly, boom, on the bus, something happened. And if I have traveled another way or done something else that made me feel in another way, or I was trying to live up to others' expectations of my spirituality, whatever, maybe it hadn't happened. So I had to go my way and do my business for this thing to happen. And it was very beautiful. I came from a home which didn't talk about spirituality at all. There was no belief in God or any respect for religion whatsoever. So when I had this waterfall in my soul of love, I just instantly I understood that this is God, you know. And this was completely opposite of what I knew before. And I became a believer. I got faith for the first time in my life. And I kept it secret because it was kind of nerdy in my environment where I came from. So I was quiet about it. But this love was pulsating in my soul, heavily. You can't doubt it, you can't question it. It's raw, bloody fucking energy that makes you feel good unto the top of your fingers, and your hair stands straight up, and you're exalted, deeply exalted by spiritual love. And I shouldn't tell you this, because now you get the expectation in your head, and you think you know what you're looking for. There is schools that explain all the levels of enlightenment, all the way up to Nirvakulpi Samadhi, which is said to be the highest state. And in this state, the crown chakra is always open, flowing with light. And this makes the human to pass out and fall into ecstasy, into I don't know, the eyes just roll. It's like they're dying, they're leaving the body, they're halfway out of the body, out of exaltation and unification with the divine. And this is said to be the highest stage. You can study the stages, but I claim still that you need an individual practice and realizations that must come spontaneously. You can't give your power away to others. And it don't matter how good the intention are, it will mislead you. You will mislead yourself. Until you stop doing that and find yourself. And to a certain degree we must lead ourselves astray to learn. Even one time I thought that I looked at people and I said, it seems like people create their own problems in order to overcome them and in that process grow as humans. Or when you build a house, you need to lay the first stone. There's always processes. But it's sad when you see young people looking for spirituality amongst black magicians that put them in a trance and suck money from them. I met a girl that I knew in the streets in India. I had met her in some hippie festival or something, and then I meet her in the street and she asked, can I come to your room later? And I said, yeah, of course, yeah, you're welcome. I live there, yeah. I'm home by 2 or whatever I said. And then she came to my room. And then I noticed she was like staring. She had a glaze over her eyes. Like she was in a little bit of trance and hypnotic state. And then she sit down in front of me and she say, why don't you go to the guru like everybody else? And I said, like, which fucking guru? I'm Swedish, I'm my own guru. We don't follow no one. We live in the now. With the mystical energies of nature and all the spirits and everything. We are connected, we are native people. We don't go for religion in that way. And then she was basically mad and she just walked out the door and disappeared. I thought this was a strange experience with this girl. She was so like mental ill or something. And then I got acquainted with a little mystic from the Himalayas that was living by the river. And she said that this guru actually is a black magician that do this to people to give them more money. And then I didn't think much about that later. But then I met a woman that knew this girl. And I asked how she was doing after India. And he said, yeah, she was so fucked up that they had to like help her for 6 months to get out of this hypnotic state, which the black magician put on her. So when I warn you about these fake spiritual teachers and so-called gurus, it has a real cause. It has a real. It's realistic. It can happen to you, and that's why I tell you to follow your traditions, your mystical language and family tree. Stay connected with your roots and explore those, because in this field you also have a right to develop it further because you're a part of that spiritual movement on earth. So that is your home, and there you're always welcome. No one can tell you what to think or do, because you are the boss. You are the result of thousands of people in your lineage that worked for this. So you are the spokesman of many spirits, many forces, and you're home, and you're connected, and you're rooted. So you're strong, and this is real spiritual. But one thing that is pretty good for the seekers are when they connect their energy, it becomes a group energy, so to say, in this amongst the seekers, and they eat very good, listen to a lot of music and sing, and try to make things beautiful in their little world. And this, I think, is very good for the individual. It's just those sharks, that eat the small fish. It's those alligators by the water hole that eat the deer. It's them who is the problem. So you have to know how to navigate. Sects have always been problems for young seekers. It's so many people that got fucked up by religious sect. It's unbelievable that it's still going on. And we don't have to become atheists to be against organized religion, organized spirituality. Because that in itself, as a phenomena, is against true spirituality. We're looking for authenticity, connection with the soul. And it's always to take care of oneself by eating vegetable and plants, medical plants, nutrition, minerals, everything you need, fresh air, fresh water of the highest quality, and then just natural human life with all that contains of love, friendship, family, building, creating, and all the beautiful things that human life consists of. And to be skeptical of collectivism, be skeptical of group, herd mentality. You have to dare to go your own way. You have to dare to be yourself, your true self, and take away all the obstacles that is in between you and your true, authentic self. That is the mission. And to live in love and beauty. Real love and real beauty. Okay, take care everybody. Have a great day. Bless.